Good morning. Hi, I'm a little bit slow this morning. I just still adjusting to the time and enjoying a little extra sleep. Hey, Katya. Good morning. So, yeah, here we are. I'm gonna just adjust my mat and let's get going. I hope you all are well. Um, it feels got some visitors today. There's Maverick. Maverick, I said, okay. You wanna say good morning, buddy? Good morning. You can't see the people, but they're there. Some of our friends are there. Okay. Hey, hi, Paulina. Okay, here we are. It feels like we're in. It feels like this is sort of what we're doing. We're being home and we're working and we're trying to, hold space for the suffering that is happening all around and within us. And yeah, it's even this, just the routine now of waking up and being here with all of you. There's such a sweetness to it and also a strangeness. And I don't know about you, but that's where I am, is just wanting to hold space and be present. And also just, not get too comfortable. Not get too comfortable with all of it. So this week, roots. There was a beautiful image that I shared yesterday from Rupi Kaur, a beautiful poet and illustrator. And she has this image of roots going inwards. And I found that so uplifting and so inspiring to consider the ways that, instead of rooting is always being this sort of grounding and like connecting us outside of ourselves, to really pull and source not just strength, but connection and potentiality from within. So that's what we'll practice today. So I'll take a sip of my hot water. And let's just begin. I'm just going to ask some people to close the door. Can you close that door, please? Thank you. We're all a little bit off this morning. It's okay. So go ahead and just find your seat if you haven't already. It's supposed to snow today. That too. And just let yourself feel the sits bones grounding down. Sense the length coming up through your spine. Take a couple of breaths just to cleanse and clear. And a couple more breaths to draw your attention within. And bringing your palms together into Anjali Mudra. You can bow in and take this moment to welcome yourself to this day. You might connect back with your intention, with the intention, the seed that you planted last week or even previous. And perhaps you're bringing a particular intention is arising for this practice and this day. And then as you press your palms really firmly together now, start to feel the elbows move out away from your body. Feel the pressure increase through the perimeter of the palms all the way out to the fingertips. But keep a sense of expansion or the center of the palms moving away from one another. And then start to source that energy, that power through your forearms, through the center of your upper arms, and all the way into your armpits. Feel like your armpits are plugging in, the arm bones are plugging in where the armpits are, and then draw that all the way into the heart space. So there's this clear circuit of connection between the palms and the heart space. And then from your heart space, draw your breath in and all the way back to the center of your palm. And you can just play with the connection between chest, heart space, palms. And start to feel your breath come wide now on the sides of your body. You can feel your rib cage lift. Feel the breath come into the back ribs. And on your next inhale, interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the sky as you extend long through the arms. Let the sides of your body keep lifting. For a moment, let the arm bones come up out of the shoulder sockets. So you're kind of get a little bit squishy around your neck just to feel what that's like. And then let the arm bones slide back down, plugging into the shoulder sockets. Pull the belly back for support. And then release your hands out to the sides. Just pull your fingers back so the palms are extending out, and then press your fingers down. Just a couple of times this way. Feel here that you can keep your arms lifted without lifting your shoulders. And you can roll your hands, your wrists one way, and then the other way. Good. Release your hands down to your thighs. Maybe change the crossing of your legs if you feel like you're sitting too long on one side. Roll your shoulders. Good. And then let your chin come down towards your chest. Just feel your head just naturally a little bit heavy here, and then just a little bit of side to side for your neck. And if it would feel good to you to take a full circle, take a full circle, but keep the back of your neck pretty long. And then going the other direction. As your chin comes down towards your chest, let it pause there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. And without pulling, just let your elbows point to the ground. Let the weight of your hands lengthen the back of the neck. Feel the stretch come all the way down past your shoulder blades into your back ribs. Breathe into the back ribs. And then lengthen your thumbs along the side of your neck. As you inhale, just lift the skin on the back of your head. Lift your head. You can widen a bit your elbows and just come to look up, lifting your sternum away from your belly button, pressing to anchor with your feet. And then release your head back to the center. Take your arms out wide one more time. Pull the fingers back. Keep the arms but not the shoulders lifted. You can turn and look to one hand and then back to center and turn and look to the other hand. And just keep that sense of the center of your palm, drawing back along the arm bones into the center of your chest. Good. Next time you look over that first direction, just twist that way. So you can bring your hand behind you, opposite hand to your knee. Nice full breaths. And then release it. Take your arms back up and switch sides. Come back up into the center. One more time, fingers interlace, the other index finger in front, palms come up. Ah, nice, yeah? Let's go ahead and move a little bit. So you can take cushions and blankets and whatever else away. And go ahead and come to lie down on your back for a sec. Have a sip of water or tea if you need. Pull your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a good squeeze here. You can lift your chin and squeeze it into this tight little package. And just feel how you can hold yourself in without your arms. Yeah, so feel what part of you is holding in. A lot of it has to do with your abdominals, but also with the knees, the legs, the arms. And then release it down. Bring your feet to the ground. Stretch your arms out alongside your ears. And just take a nice big arch through your spine. And as you exhale, flatten out the low back, bring your hands down. We'll just do this a couple times, inhaling and reaching back. And exhaling, arms come down your arms. Stay connected into the shoulder socket. So feel the backs of your shoulder blades on the ground. And the next time, bring your seat up as you rise up, moving bridge. And as you're moving, bring some awareness into your pelvic floor. And on this next exhale, as you lower, just feel the pelvic floor contracting a bit here. And then last time, let's lift up. Let's stay lifted here. As you exhale, bring your arms down and either hook your thumbs or interlace your fingers underneath you. Just take an easy bridge here. And you can continue with this awareness of pelvic floor. Soften a bit your inner thighs. Let your bum drop down here. And then keep the inner thighs soft. Keep some tone through the base, through the pelvic floor. And then draw that all the way up through the center of your spine as you press your hips up. Release down on an exhale. Draw your knees wide here, making circles for your hips. And go the other way. And keep some space here between the legs. And then just go ahead and take hold of your left foot, either the outer edge of the foot or take the big toe. And you're just going to play with some extensions. So extending out, and you can play with which breath works for you. Inhale or exhale. Your right leg is just steady. And then next time you extend out, just pause here. Feel that length coming on that really sweet stretch. I'm feeling it all along the back of the leg. And then again, just sense that you can really keep a connection right into the heart. Bring it back to the center and then switch sides. So we're just, I don't know, I'm just waking up. I'm just feeling into what my body would appreciate right now. And this is so much of this morning practice, this morning time is just feeling in. And so if that means you're here with me, but maybe your body's needing to do some other movement, go for it. Yeah, we can share that space and support each other in that way. And then let's just take the arms or the legs rather up overhead. You can bend your knees a little bit and let your seat lift. Katya, this is for you. Might be a little early for it, but let's see if we bring our knees back and just rock a little bit here. Hands can come back to hold your feet. So you're not at all on your neck. Yeah, there's no pressure on your neck. And then you can keep your hands on your feet and see if you can roll up and come back and see if you can roll up. If hands to the feet don't work, bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Good. One more time. Roll yourself up and then see if you can balance in your boat pose. Eventually I have to let go. Yeah, so balancing in your boat pose here. Good. Find that connection. Yeah, so a lot of this, especially if you're doing like a lot of this home working, like pummeling that I know you're doing, yeah, this probably not so awesome. So really counteract that from the center of the palms, drawing back, keeping your knees moving into your chest, release through your neck. Well, let's cross the ankles and let's pop back, downward facing dog. You can go ahead, belly shirt again, stretch it out in your down dog. And then find your plank pose. As you come into plank pose, just sense here that support from center of the palms, drawing all the way up and then back to your dog. And just shifting forward and back, maybe with a little bit more speed here. And next time you come to your plank pose, you can bring your knees down and you can lower all the way to the ground. Lengthen through the toes, little cobra. Lower down. One more time, cobra. This time reach your hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers the other way from when you were in bridge. And just a little bit of shifting side to side. You can turn and look over one shoulder then the other. And keep the tops of the feet nice and anchored. And then release your hands down. See if you can tuck your toes here and lift your knees. Ooh, and press yourself back up. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg up to the sky. Then exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Just settling in. Good. Lift your back knee, step it forward. Uttanasana. Bend in the knees, shake through the head. Inhale, lengthen your spine, step your right foot back. Back knee down. Just feel where your body, where it's holding on, where maybe you still have some tension from yesterday, the day before, chronic tension. Just be with it. And then lift your back leg and step it all the way back to the sky, down dog split. Lower your leg. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Lower down. Cobra. Lower back all the way to the ground. Come into Sphinx pose here. So in Sphinx pose, elbows are going to come right underneath your shoulders. Toes are long. And just a few breaths playing on the inhale, drawing the chest long and forward, softening. On the exhale, rounding, gazing towards your chest. Just feel this reverse flow. Next time you come forward, let's just interlace the fingers here, so palms together, right underneath your face. Tuck your toes, lift your seat, and then lift your knees and come into a forearm plank. And you can just come a little bit forward and back. You really want to keep some support through your low belly. We worked a lot on that last week, really feeling the support also here from pelvic floor. Good. Place your knees down. Release your hands, stretch back on a hatha asana, forehead to the ground. Toes can stay tucked. Turn your armpits towards one another here. And then release one more time, come back. I'm having hair issues. Good. Plank pose, forearm plank pose. And then we're just gonna take it over to the side. So you'll roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Keep your hands interlaced, but you can let your palms open and bring your right arm up. And then come to the other side. Roll to the outer edge of your foot. And then you can try this a couple of times, just seeing what space you can find on the side body here. And then last time you come to your left side, just be here. Release now your right arm, so your left palm can turn to the ground, and you can just stretch through the whole front line of your body. And you might even take your right foot and just place it on top. And see if you can find that nice long line from the top of your head all the way through the soles of your feet. And then switch sides. Keep a really nice sense of core, meaning not just the abdominal muscles, but from the base of your pelvic floor all the way up along the spine through the crown of the head. And then, of course, the muscles around the torso, but also the thighs active. And then release. Come back one more time into downward facing dog. And take your left leg up to the sky and step it through. This time, keep your back leg lifted. You can shift a little bit forward and back here. And then let's turn the sole of the foot down and just float up for a moment into warrior two. Oh, I kind of lost you here. That's okay. Good. And just kind of finding your way into your warrior two. A little bit more bouncy here. Good. And you can reach out through your left side. Bring your elbow either to your knee, or if you feel like you want a little more heat coming into your body to the inside, just float that right arm up. You can take your arm alongside your ear. And then exhale to bring the hands, both hands to the inside of your left foot. Let your right heel lift up, and you can maybe turn your left toes out a little bit to the side. We'll just take a little easy twist here. And so just keeping this connection. I'm going to flip my wrist back. I really like that for the opening of the front line. And just this connection from center of palm to center of chest. And release. And let's just walk the hands through the center. And then all the way over to the opposite side. Warrior two. And then side angle. Elbow to knee or to the inside. Feeling how the fingertips are an expression of your energy right now. And maybe sit down, left hand to the ground. If you like playing with the wrist flip, you can turn your hand, your left palm, fingers to face back. Left heel lifts, right toes turn out just slightly. And then come back through the center. Nice. From here, you can just let your feet stay wide. My hands are coming to my shins. I'm going to release the top of the head. And then inhale to come all the way back up. But from here, shimmy your feet back together. Perfect. And go ahead and come down through a squat. Armpits can come right onto the knees. You can interlace your fingers and just take a little bounce. And then slowly, elegantly lower yourself down. Grab your cushion and your blanket. It's hair washing day. That's like an event now. Good. I guess it always was an event for me. Bring your feet together. And come into Baddha Konasana. If you like to take a little movement here, you can, or just keep your feet steady. You can give yourself a little foot massage. So, yeah, I hope this is feeling like a nice just start to your day. And I encourage you, as always, if you have the time to continue. Today, I really brought a lot of awareness for myself to center of the palms and to this connection here. So if you are going to keep practicing, you might keep that as something you're aware of and maybe working a bit on some shoulder opening, but also really on some strengthening. So things like handstands or L pose, if you're opting for inversion. Also, we were working a bit on the forearms, so like forearm stand in Smayarasana. I'm going to do that later. It's cold day, it calls for some heat. But I wanted to just close with a simple breath practice and share with you one of my favorite, I think a lot of our favorite chants that I want to chant together. And maybe for those of you that are having a chanting practice, you can also like listen to these recordings again and just keep practicing on your own. That's how I learned the chants that I know is by having a recording of it and then just listening again and again. So go ahead and sit however is comfortable for you. I would recommend maybe not Baddha Konasana unless you're supported with something underneath you. But a little bit more of a sort of a stable, sturdy base. And then let's just bring our attention again down to the root, down to the base. In fact, you could even bring your hands together in a diamond, just resting right at below the navel. Let the breath out your mouth. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. And on your next exhale breath, feel that tone in the pelvic floor. So there's a lifting in the pelvic floor. And on the inhale, there's a slight release, maintaining some memory of that tone. So just starting to become really familiar with the mula bandha or the root lock. Noticing that the tone is more like an elevator rising than it is like squeezing a hose. Seeing if you can become just quite sensitive. The perineum in particular, sensing lift and release on the inhale. And allow for the breath to begin to circulate. Noticing any part of your body right now that is holding tension and inviting in breath. And with your next exhale, just release. Release the mula bandha. Come back to your natural breath. Bring your palms into prayer. And please join me if you know the chant, or if you don't, join in anyway. Learn it this way. This is the Gayatri Mantra. Maybe I'll share with you the translation first. Everything on the earth, in between and above, is arising from one effulgent source. If my thoughts, words, and deeds reflected a complete understanding of this truth, I would be the peace I am seeking in this moment. That's a translation from Donna Farhi in her book, Bringing Yoga to Life, which I cannot recommend enough. Om Bhurvuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Namaste. So, if you need the Sanskrit of the chant, you'll find it in the newsletter, actually, I sent yesterday. Or just go online, Gayatri Mantra. And if you have a minute and you want to hang for a card, I thought I would pull a card today as well. If you need to peace out, have a beautiful day. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Hatha Flow, 9:15. Or perhaps next on Thursday. And today, Amy's going to be teaching a full-length Hatha class at 5 on right here, YouTube. But let's pull a card. And today we're going to go with a different set of cards. Oops. I might bring you a little bit closer. Today we're going to go with a different set of cards. Hang on. That's not my favorite lighting. Literally got woken up by a little person. Oh, hey, Uta. You're welcome, Katya. Okay, this is Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. It's super cool. And yeah, it's another one that I use and that I really like. Love the interpretations of it as well. And so I'm just gonna shuffle a little bit right now. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So, although I want you to see them. Can you see that? No, you can't see me. Ay, 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 ay. Oh. I think we'll keep this one private. Okay, now maybe you can see the cards. Oh, and Emma's here. You know, I do think we need to get some Zoom classes going because I think it would be really nice to actually see each other. Don't you think? Anyone up for that? A couple of Zooms. I've been doing Zooms with some private groups. Seems to work. Okay. Take a moment and just connect with your intention. Yay, Paulina. Okay, Paulina's up for Zoom. Take a moment and just connect with a question and intention, something that you are curious about, where you're seeking guidance right now. It could be around this theme of rooting. And, you know, a beautiful question can be simply, right now, where can I source my sense of rootedness? Or we did last time also, what was in the way? What was the obstacle today? We'll just pull one card. But, you know, where is the source of rooting for me right now? That's my question. Where's the source of rooting for me right now? So I'm going to spread the cards out. And maybe that's your question too. Maybe it's not. This will be interesting to see how it resonates. So I've got the cards. I've got them all spread out. You can guide me which one to pull. And what I'm doing right now is I can just sense, really, actually, it's in the center of my palm. I'm feeling like warmth, and it goes away over here, but it really, I'm sensing where it concentrates, which is right here, So interesting. All right, so here's our card. Oh, I've never pulled this one. Metatron's cube. So, Metatron's cube. And, oh, you guys, I mean, come on. Community. It really says that. Community. It's long. Okay, so if, you know, just tune in, listen. The geometry of this card is the place at which the female and male energies join to create something entirely new. By beginning with the 13 female circles from the fruit of life and connecting every center with straight male lines, in quotes, female and male, a shape known as Metatron's cube appears. View this image as a 3-dimensional configuration. Within this shape, concentrate on the lines and see if you can find each of the 5 platonic solids, or cosmic volumes, as we like to call them. You can see then how the joining of male and female energies creates substance and form. So part of the work with these cards is to meditate on the shape. Yeah? So maybe I'll put it there and you can like screenshot it. Yeah? Maybe I'll share it also on social media, so you can work with it if you like. If you choose this card, you are asked to see how substance and form are working in your life and to view them as aspects of male and female cooperation. Allow this card to represent a time of balancing the yin and yang of your inner life to promote harmony and creativity. This may be your own male and female aspects, seen as offering creative solutions to challenges or projects. You will more easily connect with the substance of your inquiry. What form does the outcome take? Metatron's cube is a metaphor for all problem solving, not only in third dimensional reality, but in other dimensions as well. This card may also represent the relationship you have with others and how, by joining through substantive action, you form community. Community brings together disparate aspects of humanity, and when held in balance, it creates a cohesive whole. Do you feel part of a community? Yes. Are the contributions you are making giving life and form, peace and substance, justice and freedom to community as a whole? Maybe you can answer that for me. Um, I feel very much plugged in to a community. I miss seeing your faces. Also, I'm glad to see some of you are up for the Zoom. Um, but I personally feel very much connected, in some ways even more so, into this community and into the promise of this community. But thank you, Uta. Isn't it beautiful? Um, but I'll also invite you, especially, the six of you here right now, who are so plugged in so many ways to Mytree. Um, how you might be served, how I might serve you, and if you're being called to serve, that's the beautiful thing about this platform, is that we can share it. So if anyone has something that they feel called to share, that you want to put out there to Mytree, to our community, do let me know. I'm really open to sharing this platform. And really letting it be a source of substantive support. So I'll share this reading. I guess I'll just do it on Instagram, and also the card. And it would be really wonderful if we took that together as an initiative, as a meditation this week, to just sit for a couple minutes each day, with eyes on the card and then bringing it into your heart and see what comes. Yeah. See what comes. So, oh, Katya, I'm so glad you feel it. And it's a gift for us all. I send you love. I send you hugs. I really appreciate the little messages that you all send, letting me know how you're doing. And I'll work on a Zoom. I mean, it's really easy. So I'll just plan one and I'll put it out there. And we'll hopefully get together in person-ish. Okay, lots of love. Thank you for staying, and have a really good rest of your day.